So this is my 2020 baseline, and I decided to do it at Bradley Park. This baseline is for my reference in the future to see how far I've come when I am working on my disc golf form, my disc golf rounds, just my overall skill. I want to use this as reference for the future to see how good I've gotten since that time in the future, since 2020. So this is what I'm using. This is Bradley. I'm at hole 1, did a huge hyzer that got into the woods, but I was able to get an upshot and still save my par.
As we go into this 2022 season, I'm looking to just improve my skills, specifically with my accuracy with my backhand. Here on hole 2 at Bradley, I took a forehand, didn't get it as close as I wanted it to, but it was close enough for a putt, but I did miss it, and just tapping that in from the miss. During this baseline, there was a lot of snow on the ground, so I wasn't able to get a good run up hole 3 here because it was covered with ice, but I was able to get a good forehand with my felon, able to go through the trees, clear upshot zone, something that was really nice and easy. It's going really straight, and I'm very happy with it. Almost goes in the basket, but definitely just a tap in from there. Zero stress for a par. This was actually recorded earlier this year, probably in January, just to see where I am. Like I said, it's a baseline, and kind of compare it a year from now or 2 years from now to see how I'm doing. But here on hole 4, I don't hit the line that I want, but I'm going down the hill close to a putt. Missed that one again, but that one was closer to 40 feet downhill. Make the putt there and was able to get a par. For hole 5 here, I usually go with just my felon yet again. Huge forehand throw. Get it somewhere close. Had a chance for a birdie, but not usually looking for it. I had it here at the top, and again, that was just a tap in for nothing. So I am even through 5. Not necessarily disappointed with that, but I'm looking to be a little bit better. Here on hole 6, I do have a good shot with my EcoSoft Pure. Just lining it up, taking a breath. First birdie of the round to take a chance, and I'm able to hit that for a -1. Like I was saying before, my accuracy with my backhand drives is something that I'm really trying to aim for, and that's just an example of where I need to improve. Here, my forehand right now is just what I always use to get me out of trouble. So for my second and third shot, I'm just trying to get it close to the pin. My zone just comes up, puts me close, and all I have to do is put in about 15-20 footer there. This is hole 8. It's just around that tree, and I'm again going with just a forehand, something overstable with my zone so that it goes up and then just fades off to the right, puts it somewhere close without taking that road too much into consideration. I made the putt here. Great feeling. We're -2 through 8. On that last hole though, hole 8, you got to be careful. If you hit a tree, you can easily land in the road and be out of bounds, and that can be a disaster. Hole 9 here, I took a safe route and just did a huge hyzer close to the road. There's an alternate pin location right where I'm standing, or about 20 feet with it, so I just put it close to that, and then I laid up for my par, took my par, and we're in good shape. Here's hole 10, straight, just put it through these trees, and it's about 288 feet is what it says on the sign there. This throw came really close to the edge, and since I wanted to get a true baseline, I had to dig out where the edge of the road was, and I was able to do that. And what I found to be is that there is the OB line, and I said it was in. So I'm going to be going for my birdie putt right here on hole 10. Was able to get that. That was a good feeling. I usually don't get that one, and to be able to take that was a real booster. So going into hole 11 with a lot of confidence to see where the rest of the round can take me. Here I let my Lucid Justice just a little bit too anhyzer, and it goes out of bounds on the road, long on hole 11 here. So I find my place where I estimate that it went out of bounds, and I'm able to take my putt from right here. This is for 3. It does come up a little short, and I just tap that in for my bogey. So now we're 2 under through 12, and this just got, again, shanked with my backhand. I just do the same thing again, just a little bit closer, hoping to get somewhere close, and this puts me at about 20-25 feet. Just want to take my time, putt it, put it in the basket, save a par after that not ideal drive. On this shot, I take my Lucid EMAC Truth, I think it was, and then I get somewhat close, have a good jump putt. I even hit the cage there, but goes a little bit to the right. I'll put that in. I really ran that one on 13 just because there was a huge hill on the backside, so even if I did go up or over, there was nothing to worry about. Here I take my premium intervention. It's starting to flip up on me a little bit, so I was able to get this down the fairway real nice. And from here, I'm on the side slope, lofting it up there, trying to get something, but doesn't fall this time. But here, got to stay focused, get that Kevin Jones putt going. Puts it in the basket for 3. Nice par. Same disc again on this drive. You have the premium intervention. Overstable, just comes right back to where it needs to go. And I'm here, probably 17 to 20 feet. Put it in the basket. Almost missed it, but was able to make it and get that -3 score back. Here, again, I had a drive that went to the right. Hit a tree. Luckily, it went over the river, but I have my zone to put in something close. And here, put some anhyzer on it, flexes back. Oh, and this was probably my best shot of the round. Good Kevin Jones putt. Something really easy for a tap in. And then here we have hole 17. This one I'm not necessarily looking for a birdie. I just want to make sure that I get clean through these back 2 holes. So I let this one go a little bit low and didn't hit my line where I wanted it to, but it was down the middle and didn't hit a tree, didn't go into the river. Here I took my zone, put it something close. I'm happy with that too. Could have been a little bit closer, but I'm happy with the drive that I was able to get it close and put a putt in. Here on hole 18, I'm going for kind of a hyzer shot yet again, hoping that I don't shank it, and I think that got a little bit in my head as I come up just a tad shorter than I usually am. I'm usually up by that tree, but here I have my zone, been doing this all day, and I overcook it just a little bit and it's going out, but luckily it hits that tree, and that saved me on this hole for sure. If I had not hit that tree, I would have gone down into the creek. Here we have another 20 footer, maybe closer to 15. Just put that right in the basket and it's good to go. And that was my baseline at Bradley Park for 2022. I got a -3, happy with it, but looking to improve. Thanks to my sponsor, Plastic Addicts.